As your mayor, I am proud to report that the City of Erie is strong. We continue to see massive transformational change, exciting growth, strategic investment, smart development, and community solidarity. 24 was a special year highlighted by a once-in-a-lifetime total solar eclipse, exciting visits from presidential candidates, an elusive alligator, a trip to the playoffs for our Erie Otters, a championship win for our Erie Seawolves, and an historic lake effect snowstorm that reinforced the strength and resiliency of our residents in our beautiful city by the bay. When I first ran for mayor in 2017, I said I was going to take 3 terms to accomplish everything that we wanted to do. We have done a lot in these first 7 years, but we have a lot underway that we want to finish. Everything my team and I do is focused on our mission and our vision. Our mission is to build opportunity, restore hope, transform Erie. Our vision is that Erie is a community of choice. We celebrate our rich cultural diversity, our welcoming, vibrant neighborhoods, our world-class downtown and bayfront, our abundance of family-sustaining jobs, and our excellent education for everyone. 2024 was marked by significant progress from economic growth and community development to improve public safety and neighborhood revitalization. When I took office in 2018 and we prepared for the first 5-year budget, the city's 2024 structural deficit was projected to be $24 million. Since then, we have made significant progress in addressing Erie's long-term debt, structural deficit, and pension issues. I'm happy to report that thanks to changes we made, the city's general fund went from that projected $24 million deficit to a net surplus of $1.4 million. And we have done this without raising city taxes for 6 years while continuing to provide crucial city services. In addition, thanks to cost-cutting measures by staff, this success was mirrored with the surplus in the sewer fund of $1.1 million, the refuse at $700,000, and golf at $83,000. Erie's economy is growing. We've significantly increased the city's revolving loan fund from $6.25 million in 2018 to $25 million today. In 2024 alone, we provided $3.65 million in crucial financing for businesses that prompted over $21.86 million in total private sector investment and created or retained 238 local jobs. We are also expanding access to capital for minority-owned businesses through our Small Business Diversity Fund, which we created using the American Rescue Plan, ARP, funding to foster greater economic inclusion. Since 2018, we have awarded $345,000 in flagship microgrants to 140 small businesses, sparking over $1 million in small business investment. Funded through innovative and sustainable means, our microgrants are ensuring a long-term impact. The Local Economics Revitalization Tax Assistance Program, that's LERTA for short, continues to incentivize investments in both commercial and residential properties. Since July of 2019, we have received a total of 636 LERTA permit applications with a total projected investment of $373 million that will revitalize neighborhoods across the city. These figures include 366 residential permits that totaled $49.4 million in investment and 184 commercial permits of $253.6 million. Our success depends upon my team and I maintaining strong partnerships with our state and federal elected representatives. We have aggressively pursued and secured substantial grants from President Joe Biden's administration with the help of Congressman Mike Kelly, former U.S. Senator Bob Casey, and U.S. Senator John Fetterman, as well as Governor Shapiro's administration, with the help of our state representatives, Bob Mirsky, Pat Harkins, and Ryan Bizzarro, and State Senator Dan Laughlin. To benefit Erie's residents, we are committed to working hard on collaboration with our state and federal delegations to continue this record of success that brought back grants of more than $30 million in 2024 and $120 million total since 2018. This funding is being used to enhance the lives of city residents, maintain infrastructure, improve public safety, support community programs, revitalize our neighborhoods, and drive economic development initiatives. This proactive approach to securing funding ensures that Erie receives the resources it needs to survive. Thanks to Governor Shapiro, State Representatives Mirsky, Harkins, Bizzarro, and State Senator Dan Laughlin, the City Revitalization and Improvement Zone, or CRIZ, was approved and will eventually bring millions of dollars in sustainable funding for economic development back to the city every year for the next 30 years. While we are focused on economic growth, we are also investing directly in our neighborhoods. The City of Erie Department of Economic and Community Development, DCED, was hard at work in 2024, dispersing HUD allocations of more than $2.9 million in community development block grants, $764,000 via home investment partnership grants, and $267,000 via emergency solution grants for shelters, transitional living facilities, and rapid rehousing. Of this funding, nearly $730,000 was awarded to after-school programs, summer recreation, the Police Athletic League, youth, reentry services, drug and alcohol, and housing programs. And another $696,000 was awarded for economic development initiatives, including small business assistance and renovation of the Renaissance Center. Investments in public facility improvements includes $25,000 for park playground improvements, $20,000 for tree removal and replacement, $482,000 for handicap curb cuts, $991,000 for street reconstruction, $1.1 million for downtown streetscapes, $376,000 for homeowner housing rehabilitation, $201,000 for first-time homebuyers, and $286,000 for rehabilitation of affordable rental housing. The city deployed a $100,000 grant from the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency to assist 26 homeowners with repairs, including garage, roofs, siding, rotten trees, sidewalks, bathroom modifications, gutters, leaking basement windows, new furnaces, and any electrical issues. DECD has secured another $100,000 to continue the mini grant program, which will award grants of up to $4,000 per household. The Love Your Block initiative continues to empower residents and volunteers to address blight and make small home repairs. This program has made a tangible difference in neighborhoods, improving property values and instilling a sense of community pride. All totaled, Love Your Block volunteers have removed 180,000 pounds of trash and debris. They've completed 184 projects and 288 repairs. They've installed 389 new features and 66 landscaping projects. They saved residents more than $183,000 in labor costs, and they completed many beautification projects. A recent NAP grant from the Commonwealth will enable us to expand to the Central City, Snoops, and Buffalo Road neighborhoods. And we are now in the process of receiving $1 million in HUD funding to further expand this transformational initiative. DECD is also currently receiving proposals for home ARP funding in the amount of $2.9 million to build permanent supportive housing for those experiencing homelessness. We are excited about the public-private partnership to address homelessness in our city through an initiative called Housing First Erie. As a branch of Infinite Erie, Housing First Erie partners include the Erie Community Foundation, the Hammett Health Foundation, the Erie County, City of Erie, the Housing Authority of the City of Erie, Erie Home Team, Highmark Health, and the Allegheny Health Network, Erie County Care Management, HANDS, and Gannon University. The goal is to provide a home to an estimated 150 individuals who are experiencing chronic homelessness right now in Erie and provide the necessary care and behavioral health services to keep them permanently housed. The 12th Street Reimagined Plan and the Safe Streets and Roads for All planning initiatives are addressing key transportation and safety concerns, aiming to create safe, more functional corridors and reduce traffic fatalities. The Active Erie Transportation Plan is creating a network of pedestrian and bicycle-friendly streets, recognizing that improved walkability and bike routes positively impacts local economies and residents' quality of life. The East Bayfront Greenway Trail Project is transforming blighted property into public green space, trails, and pocket parks, enhancing neighborhoods and creating a valuable asset that fosters community connection. We also completed the city's first ever historic preservation plan, which was given an award from the PA chapter of the American Planning Association as a shining example of good historic planning. This year, we will begin developing a comprehensive parks, recreation, and open spaces plan for all city-owned parks. This plan will include recommendations for improvements to our 45 parks and green spaces and identify potential funding to implement the plan. I'm looking forward to hearing from residents about their priorities for our parks. Working with the Redevelopment Authority of the City of Erie, RACE for short, we designated 40 blighted properties, acquired and demolished dozens more, rescinded 26 blight designations due to the properties being rehabilitated, and used city ARP funding to provide neighborhood organizations with $931,000 to rehab 14 affordable housing units, to award 140 applicants $2.3 million in Healthy Homes grants, and to provide 45 property owners $500,000 in historic preservation grants. Together, we are working to increase affordable housing, improve our housing stock, and revitalize neighborhoods. Overall, crime is down in Erie, a testament to the effectiveness of our dedicated police officers, strategic community policing, specialized units, state-of-the-art equipment and technology, and the community-based crime reduction program. We have seen significant decreases in homicides and shootings, as well as reductions in assaults, robberies, and property crimes. Homicides declined by 57% between 2023 and 2024. They went from 14 to 6. Thanks to the diligence of our detectives, camera footage, and community cooperation in the last 3 years. Erie Police Department has had a 100% clearance rate for homicides, solving all 27. In addition, confirmed shots fired decreased by 67% between 2021 and 2024, while the number of people shot fell by 75%. The Erie Police Department is deploying advanced technology and implementing innovative initiatives to enhance crime prevention and response, including deploying body-worn cameras, license plate readers, and a shot spotter, implementing the Burn Grant community-based crime reduction strategy, reinstating the crisis car and the crisis team co-responders, reinstating our juvenile unit, dedicating an auto theft detective, a cold case detective, and an insurance fraud detective, hiring a civilian intel analyst, growing the Police Athletic League and COP initiatives from 35 students in one school with 6 officers to now more than 1,700 students in 28 locations with 120 police officers, increasing the number of certified bicycle cops from 2 to 35. Last year, the City of Erie Police Department responded to 61,656 calls for service, over 2,000 more than the previous year. That works out to an average of 168 calls per day. The department has 194 officers, and thanks to the ARP funding, a $3.1 million COPS hiring grant, and $1.2 million in grants from the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency, we will be able to maintain our current complement of officers through at least 2028, which is vital to protecting and serving our residents. In 2024, the Erie Fire Department responded to over 9,000 calls for service. That's a 2% increase from last year, including 472 fires, 603 motor vehicle accidents, and 53 pedestrians struck. They also responded to 5,108 medical calls. They made 2,523 investigations. They addressed 63 incidents of carbon monoxide and 93 gas leaks. They made 11 water rescues and 43 other complex technical trench, high angle, or elevator rescues. To support them in their mission to protect Erie residents, we have secured grant funding to acquire essential equipment which has enhanced the capabilities of the fire department to respond to calls for service, including thermal imaging cameras and AEDs, $500,000 for a new rescue pumper truck, $143,000 for a new dive truck, and $150,000 to install energy-efficient windows and doors at 3 of our fire stations. Diversity is one of Erie's greatest strengths. We are actively working to advance equity and foster a welcoming and inclusive community. In 2024, the total number of legal immigrants and refugees relocating to Erie was more than 1,300, and that did not include Cubans, Haitians, or Ukrainians. The arrival of new cultures enriches our community and makes us stronger. I'm especially proud to be the first mayor of Erie in history to attend every naturalization ceremony to welcome our new neighbors. Last year, we celebrated over 330 new U.S. citizens at those ceremonies, which make me feel closer to my Sicilian and Irish grandparents. Relationships between the city of Erie and its BIPOC immigrants, refugees, and new American communities were enhanced in 2024 with the addition of immigrant and refugee liaison Saeed Taraki and community liaison Daryl Craig, who's affectionately known as Brother D. They are helping to ensure equitable access to services and resources, get the word out about opportunities, and provide me with feedback. As a certified welcoming city, we appreciate the insights, cultures, and contributions of all of our residents. We work closely with the Mayor's New American Council to assist new arrivals in getting settled. I am proud that the Afghan Community Center was the first center of its kind in Pennsylvania. We welcomed the first Syrian Culture Center, and we helped the Hispanic Latina Advisory Council and the Erie Latino Leadership Association plan and implement the second annual Fiesta on the Square. We also partnered with the Erie Downtown Partnership, Erie Arts and Culture, and the resettlement agencies to organize an International Refugee Day celebration in Perry Square. In collaboration with the City of Erie's Office of Developmental Services, we organized the first business cohort for New American, BIPOC, and minority business owners to connect entrepreneurs with government agencies and resources and help them open or expand their business. In partnership with the Mayor's Business Council and local manufacturing companies, we are working to connect skilled new Americans with viable employment opportunities so that they can become self-sufficient as soon as possible, supporting their families, building a new life, and giving back to the community. Brother D is working to strengthen police and community partnerships with a focus on increasing safety and reducing gun violence and youth violence. We are adding new members to the Strengthening Police Community Partnerships Council and intend to interact with middle school students and restart the Mayor for the Day program before the end of this school year. Thanks to Saeed, Brother D, and our Love Your Block team, community engagement and outreach has increased immensely through grassroots collaborations with community centers, neighborhood organizations, community school directors, and the Bluecoats. And Erie was one of 130 cities to have earned a perfect score of 100 on the Human Rights Campaign's Municipal Equality Index. This is the third year Erie has been recognized for our inclusive laws, policies, and services to the LGBTQ+ community. And I am proud to have attended every Pride celebration as mayor. Public Works affects the daily lives of all city residents. This department oversees engineering, streets, parks, building maintenance, municipal garage, special events, the wastewater treatment plant, sewer collections, refuse, recycling, golf, and stormwater. They are committed to maintaining and improving Erie's infrastructure. Projects like the Downtown Streetscape Master Plan and the Cockward Bridge replacement are enhanced key corridors and ensuring safe and efficient transportation. We are investing in sewer system improvements, street resurfacing, and park and green space maintenance to enhance the city's functionality and residents' quality of life. Recycling and composting programs are promoting environmental stability, and improvements to the compost site will enhance these efforts. We are also investing in traffic signals, crosswalk signs, and stormwater management to improve safety and mitigate flood risks. Specifically, in 2024, Public Works awarded a contract to the next phase of the downtown streetscape, that's 2nd to 4th Streets, in the amount of $1.1 million. We administered 2 curb ramp contracts utilizing both ARP funding, $129,000, and CDBG funding, $343,000. We secured additional funding and broke ground in the $2.4 million Cockward Bridge replacement project, which should be done this year. Used a $1.2 million in ARP funding to successfully reline 4,800 feet of deteriorated sewer pipe and replace 2 aging sewer pump stations. We received a $750,000 Commonwealth Finance Authority local share account grant for the West 8th Street roadway reconstruction. We received a $200,000 PA Department of Environmental Protection 902 recycling grant for a new high lift for the city's compost site. We resurfaced streets in the amount of $2.5 million. We maintained the city's 45 parks and green spaces. We installed new playground equipment and fencing at Ruby Schaff Park at the cost of $27,000. Implemented the summer recreation program, including Footlights Theater Center, YMCA, and Spoon's Summer Basketball League. We administered 2 tree and stump removal contracts using both ARP funding, $60,000, and shade tree funding, $50,000. We collected 31 tons of tires and 34 tons of electronics. We collected 95 tons of glass that would have been thrown away as trash without the city's partnership with Prism Recycling. We operated both the compost program and the large item collection program. We purchased and distributed 5,000 35-gallon recycling totes for residents to use in our curbside recycling program. Thanks to the collaboration between the City of Erie and Erie County, we made possible through a recycling grant from the DEP. We installed accessible pedestrian signals, push buttons, and controllers through a $393,000 PennDOT grant. We continued work on the Downtown Erie Active Transportation Project, thanks to PennDOT funding of $424,000. We partnered with Lowe's Home Improvement for a special ribbon cutting of a rainbow bridge at Larry R. Fabrizi Dog Park at McClellan Park. We administered stormwater fee, collecting $1.4 million to make improvements to our aging infrastructure. We purchased a new combination sewer vacuum truck for $650,000 to clean and maintain our sanitary and stormwater sewer systems. We used a $360,000 Environmental Protection Agency grant to install a new litter trap on Garrison Run at the Erie's wastewater treatment plant. We executed a new maintenance agreement with Mill Creek Township to use the city's municipal garage. We received $2.7 million from the PA Liquid Fuels Fund to maintain streetlights, traffic signals, and crosswalk signs and purchase public works equipment. We invested in and operated Downing and J.C. Martin Golf at a profit. We received the Tree City USA designation for the 18th year in a row, thanks to the work of the Urban Forest Committee and the city's commitment to plant, trim, and nurture our urban trees. The mission of Cultures, Arts, Festivals, and Events of Erie, or CAFE, is to bring the city's vision to life through fun, engaging events that celebrate our diverse cultures and welcoming, vibrant neighborhoods. Thanks to the CAFE board and volunteers, and in partnership with the Erie Police Department, the Erie Fire Department, and the Public Works Department, residents and visitors were treated to 16 days of free events. Those events included Lights Over Lake Erie, which provided a spectacular 15-minute fireworks display on July 3rd at the Bicentennial Tower on Dobbins Landing, with many viewing locations around the city and an estimated 25,000 spectators. The 814 Concert Series, an annual 6-week summer concert series, returned for its third year, bringing local bands directly to residents in 6 city parks throughout the urban core. In 2024, each 814 concert celebrated neighborhoods where staff and volunteers completed cleanup projects through the City of Erie's Love Your Block initiative. Sounds of Summer, the annual 6-week summer concert series at senior living communities, and Celebrate Erie, which was the culmination of the City of Erie's event calendar and welcomed 150 to 200,000 visitors to downtown Erie for a 3-day celebration of Erie's local art, culture, music, business, and food. In 2024, the event featured national acts and 65 local performances across 4 Celebrate Erie stages, 58 local business and food vendors, and nearly 30 chalk walk murals completed by local artists. City of Erie government departments work together and with community partners to enhance the safety, security, and best experience possible for both residents and visitors alike. A good example of this collaboration was the work between the City of Erie Police Department, Fire Department, Public Works, Visit Erie, PA State Police, PennDOT, surrounding municipalities, and other community partners to keep the public safe during presidential candidate visits and the total solar eclipse. In an age when public safety is at a risk during large-scale events, our city avoided any incidents and created a welcoming environment for all those who participated. The 18-month planning effort between the city, Visit Erie, and other organizations to help prepare for the historic total solar eclipse attracted over 100,000 visitors from all around the world who safely witnessed an impressive stellar show and spent $3 million while they were here. My team and I have been busy implementing a record number of programs, projects, and initiatives. This was made possible by the 700 city employees who are committed to going above and beyond, day in and day out, working together to build a better Erie in service of our residents and business owners. Erie is a city on the rise. We have made significant progress in 2024, and we are committed to continuing this momentum. By working together, we can build a stronger, safer, more inclusive, and more prosperous Erie for all residents. It is my honor to serve you. To keep this momentum going strong, I will be running for my third term and final term as mayor. We have many impactful projects underway that we are committed to completing to sustain the positive growth and transformation of the city of Erie. Some of the things that we are currently engaged in that we will be working to continue and finalize in the next 5 years include the efforts to increase affordable workforce, market rate, and permanent supportive housing, increase home ownership, expand the Love Your Block program, increase housing, rehabilitation projects, and eliminate blight, increase public safety, further reduce the structural deficit, support small businesses and entrepreneurs through grants, low-interest loans, and guidance, finish the Coqua Bridge replacement project, finish implementation of the Downtown Streetscape Master Plan and the Active Erie Transportation Plan, expend the remaining ARP funding into the projects for which they have already been allocated, renovate Miller Brothers into a public safety complex, work with PennDOT on completing the Bayfront Parkway Central Corridor project, reinstate the K-9 unit, continue to replace fire apparatus, improve the firehouses, and acquire vital life-saving technology and equipment for both police and fire. Develop and implement several plans, including a 5-year financial management plan, local climate action plan, a safe streets and roads for all plan to reduce crashes, fatalities, a comprehensive citywide parks, recreation, and open spaces plan, the 12th Street Reimagined Plan and Aging Plan, a comprehensive housing strategy, and the East Bayfront Greenway Trail. Renew our certified welcoming city status, implement GIS citywide, pursue the election of a Home Rule Charter Study Commission. My team and I are passionate about seeing these projects through to completion for the benefit of all City of Erie residents. Our city has become a model of positive change that only occurs when we work together with compassion and foresight. The trust and confidence you have placed in me and my team are both humbling and inspiring. It is through this partnership with each of you that we can collectively strive towards success, and for that, I'm truly grateful. Thank you for your continued support and your love of Erie.